This is a lesson for assignment 2. We are going to place toys in a landscape as if they were attacking us, and we're going to add a spaceship to the scenery as well. So let's drag our landscape in and drag our teddy bear in. Once we drag it in, we want to just say place. And now we can work with the image. We'll need the magic wand tool. We'll lower the tolerance. That way we'll only grab the white. Okay, and then we need to delete that. And if you can't delete it, you need to change layer. You need to rasterize layer. Okay, and now that we've rasterized layer, we can edit it. Deselect, and we'll just grab the eraser, and we'll make the eraser fairly large, and we'll just get rid of that. Okay, you need to make it cleaner. I'm just doing a demo, so it's fine for me. Let's clean up one more area and delete that. Now that we have our teddy bear, we can scale him. And this would be transform. And scale. And we want to lock the aspect ratio. Okay, before we do anything else with the teddy bear, let's duplicate a few copies. Okay, you're going to do more, but I'm just doing it for a demo, so I won't have as much. And for this guy, let's adjust his brightness and level. And we'll just make it a little bit brighter and a little bit more contrast. Let's make this guy over by the tree. So we'll need to transform, lock, put him over by the tree. He's really big. That's fine. Okay, for this one, oops, we need to accept first. For this image, since it's farther away, you want to lower the contrast. And maybe even the brightness a little bit. Okay. And let's place another one. Way off in the background. Make it really tiny. And accept. Okay, and when they're way off in there, again, you need to lower the contrast. brightness just a touch. Yeah, we got one more. Let's put them on top of this hill. Transform, scale, lock the ratio. If you don't lock the ratio, what happens is you can end up stretching them weird. And accept. And again, we want to adjust the brightness and contrast. He's a little bit further away, so we lower the contrast. And he's in the shadow there of the cloud, so let's lower the brightness even more. Okay, so you want to make each teddy bear look like he fits in the scene where he belongs. This one's bright. This one's still a little bit bright. This one's darker and less contrast. This one is a little bit darker, about the same contrast as that one. Finally, let's add in our spaceship. Okay, and just hit enter to place it. And you want to rasterize this image. And if you pick an image with a white or black background, it makes it easier to turn it into a transparency. If it has any kind of a background picture, then it's going to make that more difficult. Okay, let's zoom in. This makes it easier to clean it up. Let's make this brush smaller. Having a little bit of black underneath the spaceship doesn't matter as much, but the top, it's supposed to be reflecting the sun, so having black on the top makes it stand out and makes it look like it doesn't fit in as much. So we want to be as careful as possible and get rid of as much of the black as possible on the top. Okay, and that makes it look like it fits into the picture more. And we'll fit back on screen. And let's place it high above. Okay, and we could have multiple spaceships as well, so we could duplicate the layer. Move this spaceship over here, and just make it look a little bit better. We'll scale that, make it off in the distance. And hit accept. Let's transform this one. Let's do a free transform. Let's just tilt it a little bit, just make it a little more interesting. That way it doesn't look like it's blatantly duplicated. You can do the same thing with a teddy bear. Free transform it. Just tilt them just slightly. There. And the more work you do with this, the more marks you'll get.